is huge or rich is that only we discussed 9 topics. There are many other topics that we couldn't discuss, but I hope you get a simple idea that is enough for the time being. When you do your masters, you will study things in detail. Content is a little more and a little big because these are new to you. They have counting knowledge, phone understanding, operations management. These are a little new. But hope you have understood they are very practical, very useful for managers. Even if you are not going to become operations manager, you should have a operations management understanding to manage your work and to help your organization to manage their operations better. Right. Any questions? Pardon me? Yes, there will be 6 questions. Because only there are 7 past year, but this time it will be 6 questions. Because we managed to cover with 10 topics. Maybe more options may not be appropriate. The last which I discussed, for example, 13 topics, 14 topics, and 7 questions. You have a question, can I read it for you? That is 15-day, right? 15-day. Okay, but so others can also reverse that. 15-day. 15-day weekend. So we have the handout the paper. Can you read it for us? Scenario evaluation. Based on what topic actually? I'm sorry, I don't have it, so that I will. Do you have the question? Now, question number 3 that has 2 parts. Let me take this as an example and show you how can you understand the question and develop a better answer to get full marks. Now that has two parts. The first thing is select questions that you can answer both parts. Otherwise, you will lose. So the first part that is for 10 marks. You are supposed to briefly describe the steps of operations capacity planning process. The second part is also from operations capacity topic. So if you have studied it, if you feel like you can answer it, select it. Otherwise, don't select it. That's the first thing. Assume that you have selected it. How to develop a good answer for the first part? Describe, briefly describe. Read the question carefully and identify what you are supposed to do. You are just supposed to describe here. It's easy to do. Nothing else. Right? So if it is describe, you have to describe. So describe the steps of the operations capacity planning process. So how can you answer for that part? What you should you consider? If you can aim 10 out of 10 for the answer, or maybe 8 out of 10, or maybe 5 out of 10, or 2 out of 10. Mana hari yang kita tu ada yang kurang. Adik, dahil ini tak kurang. Lanka no yang karena ini kita very good. Itu think how to impress. No need to write down everything that you know about capacity planning. Should you? You are supposed. Please could be a starting point for the answer. If you don't have 5, you may quickly go to the main point and describe 5. But still, if you have time, now to answer 5 questions, you have 3 hours. 3 hours. So means you can, on average, you can spend around 30 minutes to answer one question. So plan is according. 30 minutes. Still you have 30 additional minutes that you can use for completing other details and all. So now plan, we have 30 minutes. For the first part we have 10 marks. So how to get the 10 out of 10? Okay. So from where you will begin? Straight away go to these 5 steps. Would that be impressive? No, not so. So you better spend few sentences to approach the answer. So how can you approach? You can show that you know what the question is based on. That is operations capacities and operations capacity planning. You can within 1 or 2 sentences you can describe what operations capacity is and why that is why planning that is important for this. Maybe 1 paragraph with few sentences. I mean, don't just waste your time for sentences. Straight away, you just write in operations management, capacity, operations capacity, and making capacity related decisions important. Operations capacity is this, and planning that helps businesses to have these benefits. So, 1 or 2 benefits, that's enough, key benefits. Within 2 minutes, you can complete those sentences. You know the answer. Now you have a background, you can now introduce now to make capacity planning decisions. Some of these steps should be followed in a systematic manner. And given below are the main steps are recommended. In you have studied it, so you may have the answer. Now, coming to the answer, if you are just supposed to identify the step that is just mentioned in there, but you have to provide little more details here. Describe, right? So that you will get full marks if you mention the point, step number 1, and provide 1 or 2 sentences on it. What is it? Because you are supposed to describe it. What is the step number 1 for capacity planning process? Assessing the existing capacities of the present processes or present system. What it is, how to do that. So likewise, whatever you know, you can write down under that main point. Maybe 2 sentences, that's enough. Don't spend time unnecessarily. You need to save time for the question. What we mean by assessing the existing capacity. How will you do that? And then go to straight away second point. That is, in the second step, forecast is the future capacity requirements accurately. Then describe with few sentences, 3 or 4 sentences. But because that is more important. That is the most important part of it. So describe how to forecast the capacity requirements as we have discussed. So in the same manner, complete the other. To end, you can add 1 or 2 sentences, whatever you want, whatever you think suitable. Maybe like an answer, with the technology and various other developments, there are many capacity options now available. But the capacities, each capacity option expenses, so the cost of each capacity options are different. So that selecting the right option would be that shows you know about it, you have an idea. So you have nicely summarized that into an answer. So you pick 10 out of 10. You are not supposed to, you are not expected to mention some examples here. So there's no worry if you don't have examples, because even no examples asked. But have you requested to provide some answers? Sorry, examples. Then you mention some valid examples. Clear? I hope that is clear. You need to understand the question, identify from where it comes. You should know the answer, by the way, right? And then you develop the answer in an acceptable manner. Going to the second part, for which also 10 marks given, there's a calculation. Now this is a very simple calculation. Haven't we done something like this in the class on the same topic? Have we? Capacity planning. Now, this is the factory in Sri Lanka planning to expand their capacity. So consider 3 alternatives: small factory, medium factory, and large facility. Market demand may vary. So for 3 situations are there, scenarios: low, moderate, and high, of which the investment, cash outflow, and then revenue, cash inflow, estimated, and the final effect is given here. So the calculation will be easier. Using the probabilities for each market scenario, you need to calculate then the final impact of each capacity option: small facility, moderate, and large. And decide which size of factory would be more appropriate to install. Should I do that calculation on board or no? Can you manage it? Because we have done something similar in the class as well. The answer, yes, you should do the calculation and get the values and finally give your conclusion, okay, based on these values. So you recommend this option. So that is the answer you are supposed to give. Evaluate different operations capacity alternatives and select the best alternative. Then add 1 or 2 sentences. Why you say, justify your answer. So you have said, given these options, that gives you the highest. Right? Can I give you some marks then? No, I won't be. So you will get 10 out of 10. You have covered all those aspects. Any other questions? Hello, you requested to have revision sessions, so we are having it. So any questions? Please. You see requested 50 weeks ago.
I missed the first section today.
Pardon me?
I missed the section today.
Right. You are not here when I want to sit. So get the support of your friends. Yeah. That's what I can do, because when you are here, you are also not there. I know that you are busy, you are coming from industry, you have tight work schedules, family commitments, all. You appreciate this, but all those things you come in and you study. So there are a few topics, like 2 topics, I think the sales and it's an OP, operations planning, and then aggregate production planning, MRP, I have not uploaded. So those topics that we have not covered will not be tested in final paper, so that you can have an idea. Unfortunately, we are not going to have a discussion. Plus, I think I realize we won't be able to discuss at least three aspects of this topic also. It doesn't matter if you have an idea, that's all right, but the final paper you will seems yes. Because you need some more time for other subjects. Have to That is why we had a summarization also, knowing that this is going to be applicated. This is summary, but we had summary, right? A kind of conclusion. Have an idea why what operation management is, why this is the right time to have it because at the beginning you don't have any idea, but now after spending 11, 12 sessions on it, you have an idea. This is also in that same paper, 16B into question number 4. First part that may not be relevant for you because we have not discussed demand forecasting topic with you. First question is explain greatly the uses of demand forecasting techniques in operations management. That is not we did not discuss that. Second part, a facility layout is given, an existing layout. Now, did we cover that area, layout planning and different types of layouts? Have we covered that? Yeah. What type of layout this is? What type of layout is given in the question? How is it done in it? What type of layout is this? Question number 4. Question number 4. What type of layout is this? Process oriented layout. So something called functional layout, right? So process oriented layout. As I can remember, we discussed layout designing techniques also, didn't we? The process oriented layouts we discussed in the past. How about line balancing? Line balancing we did discussing. As I can remember now. That is a product oriented layout. Did I explain that? Rathan. As I can remember now. Right. Only the process oriented layout and the techniques we discussed. So there is a question coming from that area here. So the existing layout plan and other details are given. So metrics of workflow. That means interdepartmental transactions. Right? There are how many departments? 6 departments. A, B, C, D, and F. Here. So you are supposed to use such information and the existing layout and propose how the layout should be modified further. So as you remember, in process-oriented layouts, the initial stage, designing for improvement, what is the basis, what is the rationale, what is the key concept, key objective there? Little bit louder, please. Sorry. Cost reduction. Which cost mostly? with the material handling cost. Remember? So, decide the locations of departments to minimize material handling cost. So the transactions are given there in the question. So you need to now. I think the example we did here in the past had the two-way summary charts. Had the two-way summary, right? So that means now here in the exam question, one-way summary chart is given, fixed per day. So based on this summary, first of all you have to develop two-way summary chart. This is how you can do it. This is how you can do it. I will show you only one or two. A, B, C, D, E, F. All right. So, A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, two-way summary chart, one-way summary chart is given. Based on these values, first of all, you need to make it two-way summary. Are you referring to the example? Do you have it? So, just look at your page. Now, there are transactions on both sides. That means from A to B and B to A. A to B and B to A. Right? So we are going to add them together and show them as two ways. Say for example now, A to B 15. Look at the question given. 15 trips. A to B and B to A another 20. So you can add them together and show here 15 plus 20, 35. Right? 15 plus 20, 35. So that you don't have a value here because you have taken it here. So B to B transaction. Then how about A to C and C to A? A to C 20, C to A 0. Add together 20 plus 0, 20. So you remove it from here. How about AD 0, DA 30. So that AD when taken two ways, 30 plus 0, 30. Then AE 30, EA 40, 30 plus 40, 70. So you remove it from here. So that is how two one-way summary charts, one-way transactions considered as two-way. Because these information should be used in the proposal. When we complete the other one also, AF0, FA0, so that total. Shall we quickly complete the others also here? B to C, B to C 50, C to B 50. Can you see? B to C 50, C to B 50, total 100. 50 plus 50, 100. So B to D 0, B to B 60. 60 here. So likewise complete. B to E 160, E to B 0, 160. B to F 10, F to B 0, 10 here. C to D 30, D to C 20, 50 here. C to E 0, E to C 0, 0 here. C to F 30, F to C 30, total 60 here. Coming to D, D to E 70, E to D 10, 80 here. D to F 0, sorry, D to F 0, F to D 20, 20 here. E to F 60, F to E 50, total 110 here. Clear? So in the exam question, one-way summary chart is given that has to combine and get the two-way summary. And quickly what we have to do is we have I will explain again. I will just leave it here. So then we have to show in the answer what is the existing layout. Now it says this is the building that has these dimensions 20 by 20, and here 60 by 40, and this is the existing layout. B here, A here, E here, D here, F here, and C. So in the answer, what you should do? You should draw this existing layout. Existing layout. And so what? Show these values on the existing layout and check whether there are non-adjacent loads. Do you remember? Let me show you one or two examples, then you can complete the rest later. So, where we should show this 35, A and B, here, right? A and B, 35, A and C, 20. In these type of calculations, we consider both horizontal, vertical, and diagonal movements are permitted. So 20. Clear? 30. That is between A and D. And then is 70, A and E. A and E. That is 70. A and F 0. I will not show it since it is not needed. 0 only. Let me complete one more. So B and C 100. B and C. Now there's an issue, right? They are not non-adjacent departments. Either it has to come A and then go to C. To make it clear, if you read, you can use another color and show. Now B and C should come here and go there. That is 100. Otherwise, you can show it like this. So that you know in the improvement there is something you need to address. Right. B and D 60. B and D 60. B and E 160. B and E. That an adjacent load? Hello? Non-adjacent load. Non-adjacent load? No. Non-adjacent loads. Between A, B and E, they are not close by. Then B and F. B and F. Okay. So likewise, you have to show these values, the remaining values on the existing layout. What will be the final answer there? At least one or two steps, probably one step. That is enough. Something better than this. That is what you are supposed to do. So what is your proposed layout? And where you can show these values on it and show that in your improved layout, non-adjacent loads are low. Remember? So in the improvement, what you do? You need to change the places of department here to make what? To reduce these non-adjacent loads and especially the highest numbers. You can understand highest numbers here. 160, that is non-adjacent load here. So make it adjacent in the improvement. So B and E should be placed together in the next improvement. What is the next highest value? That's 110. That is E and F. E and F. But when you complete it. So when you do the next improvement, you should not detach E and F far away. Right? So you should locate it close. So something like at least show you have understood this, and in the next improvement you are going to place B and D together, right? Close by taking the adjacent departments, and thereby you can reduce material handling cost between departments. To demonstrate that understanding, you are going to propose the project layout. That takes longer time, so that you need to complete this within maximum 20 minutes. And getting full marks for this is not easy, I understand. Right? But it's your choice. You select a different question, so you should be able to answer. So, likewise, there can be one option. Don't make it more pressurized. I know there are other subjects also, right? But it won't get full marks. You need to study as well. So, are there possible to review whatever the topics we discussed, whatever the points we discussed, including calculations? There is no special case here. Since we run short of time, let's stop it there. Right. Good if you could enjoy this subject, but it's difficult to enjoy this subject. If you could take part in the lectures regularly, if you maintain your discipline here, like regularly coming and listening and engage in whatever we discuss here, you have understood something useful. Now something is important. Thank you very much for the support given during the term to understanding. And we could not cover the other topics, don't worry. Later, if you are interested, you can go through them and find. These topics are readily available on YouTube. Whatever the topics you Google, you get. Whatever the concept that is not clear to you, just Google, you get all the details. Unlike subjects like law, right? So these subjects, these terms, these techniques are discussed everywhere in the same manner. That's a kind of luxury we have. You Google, you get all the details with examples and whatever. You check with ChatGPT, you get all these details because these are very available knowledge. Whether they are used in every industry in the same way, that's a problem. You know, that is an issue actually. Most of these operations concepts, operations management strategies, concepts, practices are not used in the same manner. But you need to understand, managing operations is the most difficult part of the business that has given the least attention. Managers think it can happen anyway. No need of managing it separately, but managing operations is all about the success of the business. So that is why this subject. Had you attended the lectures, you could have learned something useful. Otherwise, I might not help you, but it's in your mind. Right. Good luck with everything. Hope you will perform better in the exam. Don't put me in trouble. Right. I can give more marks if you have not written anything, and if you have written something not relevant. So don't put me in trouble. You manage and you make sure you write something that you can get marks. I repeat, don't put me in trouble. I try to earn marks as much as possible, right? And get through the subject one by one. Good luck with everything. Thank you.